San Diego, California, a city of sun, a city of beaches, but hidden in Old Town a darkness waits. The Whaley house, it stands on a hill, watching, waiting. People say it's the most haunted house in America. I've been to many dark places, many haunted locations, but this house has a reputation, a chilling energy that you feel. It seeps into your bones. Long before you even step inside its doors, you sense it. The air grows heavy around it. This isn't just a house, it's a portal, a place where the veil between worlds is thin, so thin. Decades of sorrow, decades of tragedy, they soak the very foundations, the wood, the bricks. They remember everything, every scream, every tear, every last breath. The Whaley house isn't just a building of historical significance, it's a vessel, a container for restless spirits, for entities trapped between this world and the next. They whisper in the shadows, they move in the dead of night. The stories are legendary. Footsteps echo in empty rooms, objects move on their own, disembodied voices call out from the darkness. Cold spots appear, then vanish, leaving you with a sense of dread. A feeling of being watched. Many have entered. Few leave unchanged. The house has a way of imprinting itself on you. Its history is a tapestry woven with pain and suffering. A history that refuses to stay buried. It claws its way to the surface, demanding to be heard. We are drawn to these places, drawn to the unknown, drawn to the fear. The Whaley house promises answers, but it also offers more questions. What truly happened within these walls? What entities still linger? Why are they here? The house stands silent, guarding its secrets, but sometimes in the dead of night the secrets scream, and we are here to listen, to document, to understand the darkness that resides within, the darkness that calls this place home. Thomas Whaley. He came to California with dreams, big dreams. In the 1850s, San Diego was a frontier town, full of promise, full of opportunity. Whaley was an entrepreneur, a pioneer. He wanted to build a legacy, a grand home for his family. He chose a piece of land in Old Town, a prominent spot, visible, impressive. He planned a beautiful two-story brick house, the finest in San Diego, a symbol of his success. His ambition was strong. But this land had a history, a dark history. Before Whaley built his dream home, before the bricks were laid, it was a place of death. Public executions happened here. Criminals were hanged, their last moments filled with terror, their life force spilling onto the very soil. One man in particular, James Yankee Jim Robinson, hanged for grand larceny. He struggled, he fought for life. But the gallows did their grim work, right where Whaley would later build his house. Did Thomas Whaley know? Did he care? Some say he witnessed the execution. He was a practical man. Perhaps he dismissed it, old stories, superstitions. He focused on the future, on his grand design. The house was completed in 1857. It was elegant. It had a general store. Even San Diego's second county courthouse was inside. The Whaley family moved in, ready to start their new life, but the land remembered. The ground beneath them held a dark energy, an energy that would soon make itself known. The dream quickly began to fray. Unexplained noises, heavy footsteps when no one was there. The family reported hearing them, especially on the stairs. They said it sounded like a man wearing heavy boots. Could it be Yankee Jim, already staking his claim? The foundations of the house were laid upon a place of suffering, a place of violent death. This wasn't just a new beginning for the Whaley family. It was an awakening of something old, something angry, something that was there first. The Whaley family's life in their new home was not idyllic. It was marked by deep, unending sorrow. Tragedy seemed to follow them, clinging to them like a shadow. The first devastating blow came quickly. Their son, Thomas Whaley Jr., just a baby, 18 months old. He died in the house, scarlet fever, a terrible illness. Imagine the grief, the pain of losing a child in the very place you called home. This was just the beginning. The house was already collecting tears. Then there was Violet, one of the Whaley daughters. Her story is heartbreaking. She married in 1882, but her husband, he abandoned her soon after the wedding. He was a con man. He left her humiliated, devastated. Violet fell into a deep depression, a darkness she couldn't escape. On August 18, 1885, she took her own life in the house, a gunshot to the chest. She was only 22 years old. Her despair, her final moments. They are etched into the fabric of the Whaley house. The list of misfortunes continued. Francis Whaley, another son, also died young. Thomas Whaley himself faced financial ruin. Business failures plagued him. The grand dreams he had, they crumbled. Anna Whaley, his wife, lived in the house for many years, surrounded by the memories, surrounded by the sorrow. She too passed away within its walls in 1913. Death was a constant companion in the Whaley house. Each loss adding another layer of grief, another layer of spiritual unrest. It's like a psychic wound, a deep scar on the location. All this human suffering, all this intense emotion, it doesn't just disappear, it lingers, it creates an atmosphere, an environment where the veil is thin, where spirits can more easily manifest. The Whaley family didn't just live in the house. They suffered in it, they died in it, their pain, their anguish. It became part of the house itself, a heavy, oppressive energy that you can still feel today. This house is a monument to their sorrow. Long before the Whaley family's personal tragedies began to mount, there was Yankee Jim, James Robinson, hanged on this very land in 1852. Years before the first brick of the house was laid, he was convicted of stealing a boat. Grand larceny. A serious crime back then. The execution itself was gruesome. The gallows were too short. Jim was a tall man. His feet touched the ground. He dangled, strangled slowly, a torturous death. His agony soaked into the soil. Thomas Whaley himself, he reportedly witnessed this horrific event, yet he chose to build his home there, his family store, even the town courthouse. Did he think the passage of a few years would erase the trauma? Erase the lingering spirit of a man unjustly or at least cruelly killed? It seems Yankee Jim had other plans. Almost as soon as the Whaleys moved in, they started hearing him. Heavy booted footsteps, pacing, restless, especially on the upper landing and stairs, just outside the master bedroom. The family members weren't shy about it. They spoke of these disturbances. Thomas Whaley himself acknowledged the sounds. He couldn't explain them. The children heard them. Anna Whaley heard them. It became a known presence, a spectral roommate, not invited, but definitely there. Yankee Jim wasn't a quiet ghost. He made his presence known, a constant reminder of the land's dark past, a past that Thomas Whaley tried to build over, but could never truly bury. Investigators and visitors today still report these same sounds. The heavy footsteps, sometimes accompanied by a cold spot or a feeling of being watched. Some psychics claim to have communicated with him. They say he's angry, confused, still reliving his final moments, still feeling the injustice. Yankee Jim Robinson, the first documented spirit of the Whaley house. His energy, his grudge, it set the stage for all the paranormal activity that would follow. He is the original haunting, the foundation of fear. Section 5. A Daughter's Despair, the haunting of Violet Whaley. Violet Whaley. Her story is one of the most tragic in the Whaley house saga. A young woman full of life, full of hope, only to have it all cruelly snatched away. She married George T. Bertolacci in 1882. It should have been a happy time, a new beginning, but her husband was a deceiver, a charlatan. He revealed his true colors shortly after the wedding. He abandoned her, vanished, leaving Violet heartbroken, shamed. In the strict society of the late 19th century, this was a devastating blow. The public humiliation, the personal despair, it was too much for Violet to bear. She withdrew, sunk into a profound depression. The vibrant young woman faded, replaced by a shadow of her former self. The family tried to help, but the darkness had taken root too deeply. On August 18th, 1885, at the young age of 22, Violet Whaley made a tragic choice. She ended her own life in the family home, the Whaley house. She shot herself in the chest with her father's pistol, a desperate act born of unbearable pain. Her presence is often reported in the house. Many visitors and investigators describe a distinct feeling of sadness, an overwhelming sense of melancholy. particularly in the rooms she frequented or near where she died. Some have seen a fleeting apparition, a young woman in period dress, her face etched with sorrow. Others have smelled a faint perfume, a scent associated with violet.